We'll start with Drew Allar's suspected injury, right? He went into the blue medical tent. He emerged and was not going to suit up anymore. The helmet came off, and Drew Allar was no longer going to play in the game against Rutgers. And according to James Franklin, he handled it well. So in the press conference, it sounds like he moved these to Mondays now, right? So we get this information 24 hours in advance. Drew Allar is going to play. He's expected to play, and this is James Franklin's words that everything's going back to normal. Everything is expected to be status quo for the Michigan State game. So that answers any question if Drew Allar is or is not going to play against the Spartans. He will be quarterback number one, but here's where the shakeup is. I fully anticipate that Drew and Bo are going to split reps in some sort of case. Not back and forth or 50-50, but I think we will see a decent amount of Bo Pribula in this game. And why I say that is because Drew Allar, if we all saw it, we're not going to pretend like this isn't an injury. He went into the medical tent and he does not come back in because he took a pretty rough hit to the throwing shoulder, may I add. And let's not even think any concussion symptoms. I don't think watching that play back and watching it happen in real time that this was a bad injury, that this was a concussion. However, for Drew Allar to stay on the sideline and for Bo Pribula to come in the game, it was very serious. It was very serious. So Bo Pribula did well handling everything, and James Franklin did address that Drew was going to be he is going to be playing, and Bo Pribula. He didn't really make a note of if he's going to be in the game itself, but he's probably going to play because he got his throwing shoulder hurt, and that's ultimately what happened. So it's a short week, folks. It's a short week. I can't imagine that Drew Allar is going to, unless he's totally 100%. He can't be. He can't be. But I don't think you need to push him any further. You don't need to push him a bunch if he's not 100% against a team like Michigan State. And especially when the season, it's 10-2, they want to go to a New Year's Six bowl game, but that's essentially it. There's no college football playoff anymore. There's no reason to protect him. And I think the team ultimately wants to see more out of what Bo Pribula can do in the event of what happens. Right? We don't know what's going to happen in the offseason. I anticipate that the team is going to make sure that Drew Allar's happy, that the offensive coordinator is based around Drew Allar's skill set. Bo Pribula is just a dual threat. He can throw the football too, even though Penn State doesn't ask him to throw a whole bunch. However, you have to see what you have in your other quarterback options. And depending on how the result goes, maybe Jackson Smollett gets a little bit of playing time in this game if it is a blowout. Michigan State does not match up well. This is going to be another game where Penn State is going to use its elite defense and is going to be able to win this game pretty handedly if everything goes according to plan. I don't expect Michigan State to be much of a competitor in this game. So Drew Allar is going to play. He's going to start, but I am anticipating that Bo Pribula is going to be in the game in select spots, maybe handle a drive or two just to change things because Penn State saw success on offense.